So I just learned that if I sell 6,000 books within the first week of my release date, which this is available tomorrow, then I will have a chance to be on the USA Today's best-selling author list, which I know is a lot, but that's less than half of my followers here on TikTok. I know TikTok's algorithm sucks lately and only a few hundred people will see this, but I'm giving myself permission to dream big. And being a best-selling author on anything is my main dream. And I know if it doesn't happen with this book or the next or even the next, I'm gonna keep trying and it'll happen someday.
Something I definitely shouldn't admit to doing as an author, but I do anyways because I have no self-control, is whenever somebody leaves a bad review on one of my books, a bad review being, let's say, like 2 stars or less, with the actual review portion being something pretty generic, like hated the book sucked, whatever, right? Is I will go onto their Amazon account and read every review they've ever left. Because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'll notice that they have left a bad review on every book, and then I feel a little bit better, right? It's like, you hate my book, but you also hate all of the books you read. Or what'll happen is I have some books that are like a darker genre, and I'll see that they have recently, like, maybe they started off with something a little lighter, like Colleen Hoover, for example, and then suddenly they got into like dark mafia romance and they hate all of them, and it's like, oh, you hate the genre, and it just makes me feel a little bit better. So if you've ever left a bad review on my books, I've stopped your profile.
Are you writing your first book? Here are 3 things to avoid in your fantasy novel. 1, your character cutting their hand to make a blood pack. Cut anywhere else. They need to use their hand. 2, stop making your characters go over tiny bridges that are completely unstable and clearly over lava. Find another way. I once heard of someone making their character butt scoot over a bridge instead of balancing over it. To each their own. 3, if your character is running away from archers, make sure they either run into a forest for cover or they run in an unpredictable zigzag. Doesn't matter how stupid it looks, at least they aren't shot in the back with an arrow.
Hi, I wrote this book.
Okay, great. What kind of frappuccino would you like?
Could I have a chocolate chip, please?
Of course.
Thank you. I'm just kidding. That's not true. It's not true.
1 year from today, you are either going to be thanking yourself or kicking yourself. 1 year from today, you're going to look back at the previous 365 days and you're either going to say, thank God I spent my time doing that, or you're going to say, damn, I wish I spent my time doing that.
Dialogue clichés in fantasy stories.
You are the chosen one. There is a prophecy that foretells. I've got to do this alone. You've got to control your powers. Your parents would have been proud. This isn't what your parents would have wanted. You want to join us in battle? Oh, but you're a girl. Leave him! He's mine. The old man, wizard, lion will know what to do. That was incredibly brave, but also incredibly stupid.
Why, it's been thousands of years since someone who could practice magic entered these lands. Practicing magic is strictly forbidden. I've heard tales of a dark witch from the east who practices ancient magic. Ah, you've been practicing your magic, have you? How dare you enter into my palace and practice the forbidden magic? With a K. I've never seen someone cast magic like that before. Marjoram, you spend time in the library and study the ancient texts, you too can learn magus. It seems she is a spirit dancer, my lord. I am a stormcaster. She knows the ancient curses not seen for thousands of years. I know what I saw. He was using the power of the Vorlarli. Powerful enchantments. For a goblin, you're well versed in sorceriums. Incantations are forbidden. Ancient magic that I've never sensed before. He is a powerful wizard well versed in the arts of magic.
Put world building into your curse words. So many fantasy writers, especially new ones, fall into the trap of having their characters swear by the stars or the sky and totally miss the chance to show off what their cultures care about by what they curse by. If you want to swear by the stars in the sky, great, but tell me why they matter enough that your characters are cursing by them. And if they don't, what does? Your characters mince up like going from saying Christ's sake to fuck's sake when Christ wasn't strong enough. Do they mince down like going from hell to heck? Linguistic world building can add so much, so do not miss it.